things will happen.
So
the only way, I mean, if he's not on the show, Howard, I can't do anything.
Right. Well, go try to figure that out, how you explain that to him. I don't understand how he doesn't understand it. But here it is, and I'll try and work through this with Eric. I'll read these out loud, and I'll tell you what I'm comfortable with. First, I will do the reading of the 10 demandments, as Eric calls them. He says, these are my demands for coming back on the show. Now, I didn't ask him to come back on the show.
Nobody was looking for him.
I did it.
Okay, here we go. Number 1, the nickname Eric the Midget will be gone forever. Also, you cannot use the word midget at all anymore on the show.
Even when he's not here?
That's right. Callers can't use the word.
Oh, my God.
The staff can't use the word. He says, look, I know for a fact from tweeting with one of the WWE superstars that is a little person, and also from meeting and talking to Marty Kleba, you remember Marty the Midget?
Yes.
That I am not the only little person that hates that word and wishes that word would just go away. Okay, so anyway, that's the first demand.
That's just one.
That's one. Number 2. All of about me being a difficult, ungrateful, ingrate, angry, and all the time mad at the world person comes to an end at once and for all.
Oh.
I am sick of you and all the fans thinking that I am any of those things. That's number 2. I'll respond to each of these afterwards, Eric, if that's okay.
Right.
Number 3. All of the verbal abuse and bullying on the air and off the air ends. Howard, lately I feel like you're a hypocrite. Why I say that is you got pissed off and bent out of shape last week when Lady Gaga's fans were abusing you and harassing you and threatening you on Twitter. And then I read this week you got again all upset, mad, pissed off, and bent out of shape when you found out that Dak Shepard and Jimmy Kimmel were making fun of a photo that you took and sent to Jimmy. So in other words, he's saying, how can I bully when I'm being bullied and I get upset?
You haven't demanded that people change. Well, you change your behavior.
As I said, Robin, I will explain what demands I'm comfortable with after I read through them. I was in shock when I read this. Number 4, enough of putting me in the Wack Pack. That ends right away. I'm not anything like that drunk trailer park white trash Jeff the Drunk or that complete nutcase that thinks he was taken and probed by aliens Riley Martin or that huge, dirty, smelly, gross, fat, scamming, high-pitch Eric. All right. Number 5. Howard, you say you have many connections? Well, I want you to put those connections to use.
Oh, my goodness.
And help out Johnny get me more acting gigs. I mean, 2 acting gigs in 8 years is pathetic for someone who says that he has a lot of connections.
Eric the actor.
Also,
it would have been 10.
Also, get me on game shows so I can make some extra money.
Oh, my goodness.
Number 6 out of the 10 demandments. From now on, nothing but outright respect when I call in. No more sound effects or talking over me while I'm trying to talk. No more taking calls from worthless, pathetic, loser-ass, prick, no-life, having hateful douchebag that all they want to do is talk about me while I'm on the air. That's number 6. Number 7. I want set call times. I no longer want to be on hold for hours. All right, number 8. I demand that I take Steve Langford's spot on the Howard 100 News team as a West Coast member of the team.
Is that right?
Since they have an open spot from Langford leaving, I'd like to make whatever he made a week. I would focus on celebrity news, movies, red carpet interviews, and other entertainment stuff.
So he just wants Steve's job.
Yeah. Hey, at least he doesn't want your job.
I haven't gone anywhere.
Number 9. Also, trips to Las Vegas, Disney World, Disneyland, and other places that I would like to visit. More trips up to the Bunny Ranch, also the Playboy Mansion, and
what?
And trips to see WWE and TNA wrestling pay-per-view and non-pay-per-view shows, UFC pay-per-view in this country. Also tickets to the remaining home games of this season for the Oakland A's and San Francisco Giants playoffs, and World Series tickets if one or both of them make it in. 2012 season tickets for both teams, tickets for both the San Francisco 49ers and Oakland Raiders. Okay, that's number 9.
Wow, I can't wait for 10.
And number 10, Eric, if I have it right, this is the final request that has to be met in order to make it worth returning to the show. During baseball spring training next year, we do a series for charity best of 7 your baseball or softball team with you coaching. If you want to play, there's something about me coaching. It's very confusing, and I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Now, Johnny, as Eric's representative, I am going to...
Did you talk to him about these demands, Johnny?
Yes, Robin, I did.
Oh.
What did you say about them?
I said that they were unrealistic.
What did Eric say?
He said you.
All right.
So that's about as far as I was able to go with that negotiation.
I'm thinking of making a counteroffer right now. All right, here's my counteroffer. If he comes back on the show, Johnny, take a note. Do you have a pen?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm getting it right now.
Here's my offer. If Eric comes on the show, I offer him a sandwich, and I'll lock him in a pet cage.
Sandwich and pet cage.
All right, first of all, Eric, let me take it seriously now. All right, here we go. Eric, number one, the name Eric the Midget. That is your name.
No, it's not.
I don't see how you...
It's the name people know you by.
It's your...
Sometimes people don't get to...
That is a disrespectful, ignorant word.
But, Eric, I can't prevent the callers from calling you Eric the Midget. Let's say I stop calling you Eric the Midget. Let's say I call you Eric the Actor. Okay? Let's say I agree to that. And let's say Robin agrees to it.
I don't think I've ever called you Eric the Midget.
Eric the complaining midget.
Maybe I called you that.
But, Eric,
I'm pretty sure you called him that.
I can't stop the world from calling you Eric the Midget.
Eric the annoying midget.
Do you understand that? That I can't promise you that?
You can't guarantee that, Eric.
Somebody may refer to you as that.
Eric the loudmouth midget.
Okay.
Fred, stop with those now. Eric the obnoxious midget.
All right. Eric, number two. The idea of you being ungrateful or angry. Listen, when you're a celebrity, which you are, people are going to have a... Listen, people bash me all day on that Twitter and on the phone. How can I mean, if people feel you're ungrateful or angry or this or that, that comes with fame. I can't stop that. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but if if we notice that something you're doing seems angry, belligerent, ungrateful, we have to point it out.
Yes, Gary.
Hey, can I just address something about the name part?
Yes.
Because, okay, so I'm looking at the Hollywood Reporter from a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
There's a pretty well-known executive producer of the show Alcatraz. Her name is Elizabeth Sarnoff. So they asked her, what are some things you would do if you were running TV? She said, I would have more manlyhood on The Bachelor, and I would have more Eric the Midget on Fringe. Meaning, you are known as Eric the Midget now in Hollywood.
Did you know
by
that,
a major
Eric?
producer.
A producer?
Humongous still.
Now, do you want her not to be able to find you?
No.
Eric?
No, but it's Eric, the actor. I am an actor. I'm not a midget.
How about Eric the Midget actor?
No. Just be bold.
But what Gary's point is, you've become so synonymous with that name that even if I stopped calling you that,
it has a life of its own.
Yeah, I mean, this is a major Hollywood producer who's advocating. Yeah.
He was a New York Times crossword puzzle, Eric the Midget.
Right.
Oh, yeah, but by the way, that's something I'm yet to get back from you, Johnny.
I got it.
What, you lent him your copy?
Well, a fan handed me a copy, and Johnny took it, said, let me make copies of it. I'll send it to you. And more than a year later, I still have yet to get it.
Hey, Johnny, I got to agree with Eric on that. I mean, listen, that's quite an honor to be in the New York Times crossword puzzle. You got to get that to him.
I will get that to him.
Yeah, but that's a side negotiation. That has nothing to do with us.
That has nothing to do with me, though. That's between you and your agent, Johnny Prado. All right. Now, Eric, number three, all the verbal abuse, all of this you call verbal abuse. Look, if the fans are bullying you, what can I do?
Either you don't want your fame, Eric.
Or you do. Number four, enough of putting me in the Wack Pack. Listen, what difference does it make where I put you? You don't have to associate with the Wack Pack.
Eric, the Wack Packer. I'd rather be associated with a friend that I've made named Jim from Raleigh, who is considered a regular caller, not considered a Wack Pack.
Everyone figures you're Wack Pack. I'll tell you why. You're part of the characters, you're part of the crew, you're part of the fun of the show. You don't have to consider yourself part of the Wack Pack. But people do. They do lump you in with that.
Is Marianne from Brooklyn?
Marianne from Brooklyn is not in the Wack Pack.
She's not in the Wack Pack.
No. She's too normal.
King of All Blacks in the Wack Pack?
Yes.
He is.
No,
Okay.
he's not.
All right.
No. I mean, Marianne has a funny voice, so maybe she is. But
I mean, Elephant Boy is in the Wack Pack.
Elephant Boy is funny.
Wrong with him.
Yeah,
Well, so, I mean, you know.
He shit his pants on the subway and then went to an appearance.
Shh.
All right. So that's debatable, but okay.
No, he's in the Wack Pack.
No, I mean, enough of you mean Eric's in the Wack Pack.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Howard, you say you have many connections. I mean, Eric...
Now what is the demand there?
That he wants more acting gigs, that I don't get him enough. I mean, Eric, it's a miracle that I got you 2 acting gigs. It's a miracle. You've never acted in your...
You got it more than 2, because there's been 4 or 5 he turned down.
Right. I mean, listen, Eric, when you're a beginner actor, you got to take what you get. You can't be so picky.
Everybody's saying yes, not no, when they start out, Eric.
Yeah.
You've been sitting on one connection for 4 seasons.
What's that?
Your movie wife just ended her 4th season of In Plain Sight.
Yeah.
Over the weekend.
Oh,
I would like to be on that one.
Yeah, but
we're supposed to force her to put you on the show?
Listen, Eric, I'll cut to the chase. I can't agree to any of these demands.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm not going to go through them point by point. There isn't one demand in here that makes any sense.
You can't, if we can't...
You were a caller. You called into my show. I always enjoyed having you on. I would enjoy having you on in the future. I can't tell you I'm not going to put you on hold. I can't do any of that. So, again, I don't think you're in any position to make any demands, and I'm not going to get you box seats and trips to the Bunny Ranch if it comes up.
Las Vegas.
If you are good enough, that'll happen. But I can't guarantee you that.
Read what the first paragraph says there.
All right.
What is the first paragraph?
Well, will you tell me what it says?
It says that each and every one of them has to be agreed upon for me to return.
Well, I don't agree. I don't agree to any of them.
If they are not, well, I won't return.
Goodbye.
All right, well, then that's it, I guess. Because I'm not going to agree to any of these demands.
Eric, look, what about Pit Boss? What about Visa? What about Adult Swim?
Johnny's talking sense to you.
Oh, I mean, all of these things are things he turned down. These are big things. You know, there was a website company.
Whoa. Back up.
Yeah.
I've never... You take one of those out of there, because I've never turned down Pit Boss.
You actually did, because Pit Boss, their criteria was that you go on Stern at that time, and you did not want to go on. So that was a turn down.
Well, that's only because of that stipulation.
Well, then you refused the job.
You turned it down.
That's right.
Yeah, you turned it down. I mean...
Eric, Johnny's telling the only good thing that's ever come out of your life is this show.
That's it.
That's it. Anything that comes out acting-wise, being invited to the Bunny Ranch, it's only because you were on the show.
All the people he's met, any of it.
If you don't want to be on the show, that's fine. I don't want, as you say, your health gets affected by the fans, then don't be a part of it. But if you want to be
he's talking about Stern Fan Network. I told him the same thing.
Tell him not to read it. I don't even read that.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
I don't read that,
You
Eric.
don't look at it, you don't see it.
Eric, I don't read Stern Fan Network.
I was meeting athletes and stuff prior to me being on this show.
Then go ahead and have your life. You don't need us.
Right. But don't be upset with Johnny when he can't get you gigs. It's all going to dry up.
I told him right out, I can't do it.
Johnny's saying in order to be your manager or whatever he is, his age
There's
or
nothing to manage.
There's nothing to manage when you're not on.
You know,
so you're in no position.
Don't swim, Howard.
Johnny, he's in no position to negotiate.
I tried to tell him that before we made the call. That, you know, the Adult Swim, he got to deal with Adult Swim.
What was the deal? Let me hear the deal.
Well, I don't know. He was supposed to play some kind of little satanic thing. And it's just his voice.
Yeah.
It was satanic, and he said no, he don't like that satanic.
Eric, have you ever watched the show True Blood? Hold it, Johnny. Let me talk. A cartoon devil. Eric, have you ever watched the show True Blood?
Yes, every episode.
Do you ever see? Me too. Do you ever see the vampires on there? They don't turn down the role because they're playing something satanic. It's a role. It's a make believe.
Yeah.
That's acting.
You got offered a cartoon and you turned it down because you thought it was.
Adult Swim.
Can you imagine?
So you're not an actor, Eric.
Because an actor plays a role. You're not really satanic.
I played a role for
Don't talk too fast about that.
on this show.
But do you think the guys on True Blood should have turned on the role because it's satanic?
Or that they're really vampires?
No.
So why would you turn down the role of a satanic character?
He didn't like the words they were saying.
What words?
I don't even know. What were the words, Eric?
I don't remember the lines of dialogue now. Because
Yeah, but Eric, every line in your email to me is for you.
Yeah, what words do you object to?
Yeah, I mean, where are there words that you could object to? You got the foulest little mouth I ever heard. I mean, what is this?
Unbelievable. And then Howard, you got to understand that he gets mad at me. And I mean, he gets mad at me.
I know.
The guy from voicemails. And he gets mad. I got big kids. I've got a 9-year-old and a 2.5-year-old.
Right. It's got a young wife.
9-year-old wants me to throw baseballs all day at him, which I can't do.
Oh.
Because my ankles are killing me.
Of course, you're an old man.
My ankles are killing me for picking up the 2-year-old and chasing him.
Yeah, he's the same age I am.
I got a grandson now that exposes himself to everybody that he...
Eric, in other words, what Johnny... Let me interpret for Eric. What Johnny is saying, Eric, the guy's got a very busy life. He's willing to help you out, but you got to help yourself. You got to understand, when you turn down a major cartoon because you think it's satanic, that's like saying I turned on the role of a vampire on True Blood because it's satanic. That's absurd.
Or he's not it's not even a human it's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
Nobody can even see him.
Eric, it was a cartoon you turned down. Do you understand my point?
Yeah, cartoon.
Am I getting through to you at all?
Yes, I understand that.
Yeah, you need someone who talks sense to you. I'm in show business. I didn't turn down roles.
Beezer, came with a wonderful, wonderful offer. There was another company that did porn that came...
All right, porn I understand he doesn't want to do. That I understand.
Well, I'm not talking about doing porn. It wasn't for porn to make a porn movie. It was to promote a porn movie.
Oh.
And he watches porn. He's certainly not opposed to it.
And he didn't want to do those events.
Eric, why wouldn't you promote a porn? You went to the Bunny Ranch. You love porn stars. Why wouldn't you?
I know, I'm like, Johnny, are you referring to the Vanessa Blue website?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did you turn that down?
Up there.
Not sure why, really.
Yeah, you see, Eric, listen to me.
You're a little loopy.
Yeah.
No, you were saying...
Eric, I want you to be happy. Don't call into... Johnny, let me talk to Eric. Eric, I want you to be happy. Don't call into the show if it doesn't make you happy, but you're not thinking clearly on a lot of these topics. When Johnny says to you, and Johnny's thinking clearly, he goes, hey, Eric, I got a wonderful cartoon opportunity for you. And you go, oh, it's a satanic
I don't want to pay a devil.
And then you go, porno. I don't want to promote a porno.
You've done it before for free.
For free. So you got to listen. You got to listen a little bit to Johnny. And I hate to break the news to you. Your calls into this show are the best thing that ever happened to you. But that's your decision to make.
And the well is drying up, Howard. I mean, the more he's not on the show, the well gets drier and drier.
But I don't want to force you to be on.
No, there's no force.
No.
But we can't bow to these silly demands.
No. Eric, I'm not bowing to any of your demands.
I only wish one of them was reasonable.
Can we hone one of these demands to be more of a reasonable demand?
And by the way, Eric, if I start giving in to your demands, can you imagine all the callers making demands of me?
Can you imagine the rest of the Wack Pack?
I'll have to memorize rules for each caller.
Jeff the drunk will be right on the phone.
Speech impediment man will have me in court. Let's see what the fans think. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me hear what the fans think.
Of course, I think you probably screwed up any chance of me ever doing another J.J. Abrams show.
Why is that?
The pirated movie.
Well, what has it got to do with me?
Didn't Gary just read?
Your name was supposed actually on the copy.
Yeah, but I can't do anything about that listen, I got a letter from a woman, by the way, Eric, who tells me in a letter that what these guys do, she has a husband who knows a guy. These guys who deliver these things through the mail, they know the envelopes that these screeners go out in. They open them up, they copy them, and then they put them back in the envelopes.
Right.
Listen, that's got nothing to do with me. I'm an honest guy. I never would boot. What do you think? I'm going to bootleg a copy of my own movie, a movie they sent me with my name on it? I'd have to be a moron.
But by the same token, why would they hold that against Eric?
Right. JJ doesn't hold it.
Because I'm associated with the show.
There's no war going on, Eric.
JJ loves me.
But what do you want from JJ?
He wants to be on Fringe again, he says.
Well, I don't know how I would be able to be back on that show.
Of course you could be back on the show.
You could be another character. You could have had an evil twin.
Yeah, you could be a parrot. They could put you in a cage and put a costume on you.
And Howard, he got a call today from Robert Mills.
There you
He got a call about being on that show. What is that show, Eric?
Take their money and run.
Yeah, well, listen.
That's where they give you $100,000. You got to hide the money from the police.
Right.
I told them I'll help you hide the money from the police. That's one thing I do know how to do.
Yeah, Johnny should be on that show.
Yeah, they'll never find
Well,
it.
let me tell you about that, Eric, that offer. Bobby Mills is a personal friend of mine.
That's right.
Number two, Ralph was talking to Bobby and came up with the idea that he should be on it with you, Eric. All this comes from the show. But you don't recognize it. But listen, I can't stay on the phone any longer because I do have to take a break. Your
demands are ridiculous.
Your demands are being... Here, I'm going to tear them up right now. Listen to this.
There you go.
There you go. There's the demands. That's how Johnny's father dealt with demands. You need to ask Johnny about demands. He'll tell you.
I don't think my father dealt with them like that. I think
Yeah, he never heard
You
from
only
anyone.
wish.
Nobody made demands.
Normally.
But, Eric, listen, your choice. You do what you want. I still like you, and I would always take a call from you. But you go back and think about it. I'm not going to force you to do anything.
You didn't even read the third email that Johnny sent in.
The third email.
Too many emails, Eric. I'm not into any
What's
demands.
the third email got to do with anything? Your demands are not met.
What did you say about the 30? What is the third email?
The third email was kind of extending upon some of the demands.
Well, they're not even... If it makes them more restrictive, your demands are not met at any level. We don't want your demands.
They don't even like these demands.
Yeah. I don't like these demands, let alone the third level.
You're going to embellish them some more? No, thank you.
Howard, the Robert Mills situation, is that a real situation to put Eric on Take the Money and Run?
Right.
Is that a real legit
He
thing
asked
on
you
the
a
table?
question.
Yeah, I'm saying I believe it is. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I mean,
You haven't been in the discussion?
I'm not in the loop on that, but I know Ralph mentioned something to me yesterday about how he thought it would be cool if Eric the Midget was on with him. And I think he recommended this to Robert Mills, so I know.
Unfortunately, he called you Eric the Midget.
Well, that's who Robert Mills knows, Eric the Midget. You don't know Eric the actor.
Yeah, you don't know that, Eric. Yeah, that's something that you got to,
What am I going to say?
Yeah, there's a way to do this. There's a way to do this. What do we do?
He's the boss. Well, listen, Johnny, you've laid it out for him 100 times. Eric,
We're not
Like
your...
I told him, I said, listen to me, you guys. I got a 9-year-old. I got a 2.5-year-old. That's the uncle to his 3-year-old grandson.
Johnny, these demands. Johnny, tell your client that. Johnny, tell your client these demands are ridiculous. I mean, look at this demand. Eric demands to be made a Supreme Court justice if he calls into the show. I mean, that's how...
It's just as viable. It's just as undoable as any of the others. But I would say that, Eric, I would take your demands to some other place.
Yeah, you should go on some other show. They might be willing to put up with this.
Well, Howard, can we negotiate a little bit?
No.
Not on those demands.
So we need all new demands.
Yeah, I think here's what I would suggest, Johnny. Have your client go back and make new demands. And then we'll have a discussion next week.
All right.
All right.
We're going to come up with reasonable new demand.
Yeah, reasonable. Yes, Eric.
I'm still holding a bit of a grudge against Johnny. For a couple of years ago, Johnny Jr. and a friend went down to Miami to be on SmackDown, and I didn't even get invited to it. And I'm a much bigger fan of WWE than Johnny or Johnny Jr.
Well,
we
Eric.
went down there, Eric, to bring choppers down there for the WWE divas that we were working. That wasn't just a trip. That was a work trip.
Johnny, it works.
Well, you didn't.
Johnny has a chopper business,
You didn't
Eric.
include me.
But we can't negotiate that for you with Johnny.
Johnny, don't you take Eric everywhere with you, even when you're on business?
Whenever he's around here, I do. Listen to me. I go to Toys R Us every single day. Every day. If he wants to go to Toys R Us, he's more than happy to come to my house, and we'll go to Toys R Us. And whoever's there, I buy toys for. So if he wants toys, he can get toys too.
But when you went down to WWE, it was for your chopper
work.
business.
It was for the chopper. We made a chopper for we made a chopper for McMahon, and they were going to unveil it, and that's why we went there. And it was.
How come you didn't include Eric? How come you don't treat him like your son and bring How come you?
It was in and out.
Right.
I wanted to get there and I wanted to get back, and as you already know from the fringe, negotiation, that Eric, you just don't get him in and out. See?
Maybe you should breastfeed Eric as well.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I mean, listen.
There's passports, there's oxygen, there's all kinds of things.
Eric, you're forgetting that if Johnny did invite you, you're a massive headache.
Massive headache.
It's not easy.
Massive headache.
You complain about everything.
Howard, you got to play some of them calls where he called me up about the money. And I had like 4 deals on the table that were money. Bees had offered him money. Adult Swim offered him money. Shorty offered him money and to get on the show, to call into the show, to promote the show, which he did not want to promote.
Eric, you mentioned you mentioned Marty Kleba. I know Marty. Marty took all kind of work when he got his career going.
Right.
He didn't sit there and then turn down a cartoon. Johnny,
He didn't sit there and say, "I'm not going to be an elf."
Marty Kleba would have killed someone to get that role.
But now that he's away from the show, he's still got a pretty good career going.
Marty had a career before we met him.
You're our creation. All right, look.
This was like 30 years ago. My grandma used to hang around with that Johnny Paleo, that little guy with the harmonica.
Right.
I could have got Eric right in there.
All right, listen, guys, I got to go. Enough of this negotiation. It's not going well. Eric, you've got to rethink your role in show business. You're turning down roles left. Would you play a Nazi in a movie, Eric?
No.
Yeah, why not? You're not really a Nazi.
It's an act. Yeah, it's an act, Eric.
See, that's why I say you're not an actor. Nobody can call you Eric the actor.
Tom Cruise played a Nazi. He's not. No one thinks he's.
And Brad Pitt did too.
And Brad Pitt played a satanic vampire.
And he played a Nazi also. I think that might have even been a Nazi vampire.
Al Pacino played the devil.
No, Eric wouldn't play that. Eric, would you have turned down that role, playing the devil?
Yeah.
Oh.
How about a drug dealer? Would you play a drug dealer? No.
Whoa.
Oh, well, we can't work with you. And in these circumstances, you're not an actor.
Eric, an actor.
Eric, if we wanted to do a music video with you to Thriller, to Michael Jackson's Thriller, would you do that?
What do you mean, play a zombie?
No, we actually have him do the Michael Jackson part, or we'll have Jan push him around in a chair so he can dance.
Yeah, but even Michael turns into a zombie in Thriller.
Well, he turns into a werewolf.
Or whatever. Yeah, he turns into something.
Eric, would you play a werewolf?
No.
Well, how many roles do you think there are?
You just want to be.
You?
You just want to be a leading man with a love interest?
Yeah, he wants all the George Clooney parts.
Is that what you're looking for, Eric? The George Clooney part?
Ocean's 14.
Holy fuck.
If Katy Perry wrote a song, I Kissed a Midget and I liked it, would you play it in the video? All right, right, look, guys, I got to go. Johnny, I love you. Eric, I love you. You know, you're great fun.
And
Eric,
if anybody out in Hollywood has a nice role for Eric, let us know.
where he doesn't play anything satanic. Right. You know, he won't be a Nazi. He won't be a vampire.
If anybody's doing a remake of Little Bo Peep or any of that kind of shit, call us.
Eric, would you ever play an alcoholic?
No.
Oh, my God.
What actor in Hollywood hasn't played an alcoholic?
Would you play Casey Anthony in a movie?
He'd have to be Kaylee.
Yeah, well. Would you play a shoplifter?
No.
No.
Why not? A shoplifter. I do that now.
Well, what are you going to play, Eric?
All right, listen. I got to go. I got to go, guys. This is too funny, but I got to go.
Will you let me answer Robin's question?
Yes.
What I would play is the show In Plain Sight that I mentioned before. I would play someone that needs to go into the wet sack because he witnessed someone being murdered.
Oh, you want to be...
to testify.
I see.
Let
He
me
just
write
wants
this
to
down.
witness a crime.
All right, so you would go on Mary McCormick's show In Plain Sight and play a guy who witnessed a crime. That's it.
Right.
All right.
And
Well, that's normal.
her team has to, protect me and make sure that I'm able to testify.
We get it. We get it.
But what if, because of the stress of witnessing a crime, you become an alcoholic and worship the devil? Will you play that?
No.
It's a part. It's a part.
Would you play someone, Eric, who had a debilitating accident, who started taking painkillers and became addicted?
No.
No.
Well, why not?
Would you play Mary McCormick's talking baby? All right, Eric, I got to go. I'll look forward to you calling in or not.
I am going to negotiate this, and we're going to get it down.
Okay.
Good luck, because there's a lot of room
All right, yeah.
that you got to cover.
Let us know how it turns out, Johnny. Good luck. Eric, good luck. Thank you.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
Howard, can I plug something real
Sure.
quick?
Go ahead, Johnny.
AMCTV.com. You can see all the things from Mob Week that we did last week on television. And also, look for September 2nd, we're doing the same Valentine's Day Massacre on National Geographic. And it's really, really great.
Eric, is there something you would like to plug?
All I would like to say is that hopefully this weekend, Johnny will have me come down for his birthday and also go to the SummerSlam WWE pay-per-view.
All
I
right.
thought you wanted to go to Scores.
Oh, yeah, Scores, too.
Yeah, so Gino at Scores says that if Eric comes, he's carte blanche. And, boy, you sure don't get that without the Stern Show, buddy.
Right. All right. Thank you, guys, and good luck. Right. Bye-bye.
You got it.
Right. Bye.
Good luck, Johnny.
Good to speak to you guys. All right, thank you. Good luck. Good luck dealing with Eric. And Eric, good luck dealing with Johnny. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
All right.
We're the best demands ever.
Yeah. I read through his demands last night. I almost fell off my chair.
Eric, the retarded Wack Pack. Eric, the complaining Wack Pack.
It was basically take away anything fun about my appearances on the show,
Right.
Eric,
and then give me a lot of stuff.
That's pretty much it. All right. We'll be back right after this.
Eric,
Hey, Eric.
hello.
Hi. You know, I'm an amazing guy, Eric. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
No matter how much abuse you heap on me, I continue to help you. And I don't even know why. Why should I? You know, it's funny. When you were on the air the other day and you were insulting me by saying, oh, you're some radio host and you're something. In 8 years, you've only got me 2 acting jobs, which I think is an amazingly nice thing I've done for you.
For a guy who doesn't act.
And you continually tell me how I'm a piece of shit. But all of a sudden, I get a call. You say on the air, gee, I wish I could be a Mary McCormick show in plain sight. Next thing I know, John Strauss is on the phone saying, oh, I'll write Eric in.
Well, basically what he said to you was not, I wish I could. It was like, you should be getting me on that show.
Who else in your life gets you anything but me? You're not even the least bit nice to me.
Well, it's funny you use the word abusing you.
Yes, you're abusive.
I don't get that on my end.
That's true.
From you and your fans.
Again, we can't take responsibility for what audience members or listeners write, Eric.
And Robin, get it right. I am an actor. I've been acting for 8 years on this show.
Acting what?
My real personality is nothing like what you are hearing now.
Oh, come on.
I'm fucking retarded.
Eric, this is so you. It's not acting. Besides, Eric, how are you? Oh, John, hi. Hold on one second here. I'm in the middle of a discussion with Eric before I let him on the phone with you.
We're arguing with Eric.
We're in the middle of an argument with Eric. Eric, how are you an actor? I say to you the other day, would you play a bad guy? And you're like, no.
Yeah, you won't be a drug addict. You won't be a criminal.
Hey, John, what kind of role do you have in mind for Eric? Not that I'm allowing this to happen yet, because Eric owes me an apology.
Well, we're a few months away from actually shooting. We just started up again with our writing staff, so we're talking about different story areas.
So this would be the time.
This would be the time. I really just I had heard the list of demands last week and thought, I called Mary and we discussed it and thought, well, maybe we could make some arrangements to Eric to have you on for.
But did you hear he won't even play? Hey, listen to this. Hey, Eric.
Yes.
Would you ever play a stalker?
No, because I've been accused of that in real life, and I haven't.
All right, so you don't understand that no one would think you were a stalker. It's a character you play. But
I've already been called a stalker by
but so what?
the show.
What?
All right, let me ask you this. Would you play a person who killed a dog?
As much as I love dogs, I'd have to say no to that.
Okay. Would you play a crystal meth addict who watches kiddie porn?
Probably not.
Mm-hmm. Would you play a little person who hides in a diaper hamper at a daycare center? Because you get off on looking at little children.
Again, probably not.
Would you play a member of Al-Qaeda?
No, I don't think that it would even fit.
What do you mean it wouldn't fit? We put you in a turban, you're a little sheikh.
Right. Would you, the world's smallest Al-Qaeda member? You will not play that?
No.
Would you play a United States senator who gets caught blowing a Spanish gardener?
No, I would not.
There you go.
He won't play anything.
I mean, this was John's list. Would you play a gynecologist who takes pictures of Mary McCormick's vagina and then puts it on the internet and is accused of being unethical? Because that's a major thing they're thinking about.
I don't think so.
Well, then you don't get a part.
John, would you play... Eric, would you play Mary McCormick's vagina?
Talking vagina.
A talking vagina. Would you be the voice of her vagina?
I don't think so. I mean...
Would you play a person who doesn't recycle? Who's like, just, the law is you have to recycle, but you will not recycle.
I'll go with that.
You would play that?
Wow.
Wow.
That's a big leap.
John Strauss,
right.
Are there any parts where it's a guy who doesn't want to recycle despite the laws?
And he has to go into witness protection.
Wow. Right.
We have a large staff of very talented writers. I think we'll have to get to work on that.
What are you thinking? Like I've seen the show. What could Eric play on the show? I assume it would be a one-shot deal or maybe a recurring character. What do you have in mind?
Well, I mean, I think we were thinking possibly we have one we're in the area of a hoarder, someone who kind of never leaves the house, and has gotten so many a collection of so much stuff they can barely get out of the house. We thought maybe there was something in there.
So there's been some discussion about an Eric part based on what you heard here on the radio, and
somebody collects Eric in this.
That's possible. We.
So Eric would play. Eric would play a hoarder.
That is certainly one thing we discussed.
Eric, are you open to playing a hoarder?
That I would not mind doing.
What if you're a hoarder who also has to kiss a guy?
No.
You would never do that.
Okay, we'll scratch that off.
No.
That'll get him out of the house.
You would not play a gay hoarder?
No.
Wow. Robin Williams was in that fantastic movie where he played a gay man. You know what I'm talking about, Robin?
Robin Williams?
Yes. Wasn't he in La Cage aux Folles?
Oh, yes. I completely forgot about that.
I mean, Robin Williams is not gay, but he played a gay guy. You can't play a gay hoarder?
No.
Wow.
All the greats have played gay.
Of course.
Tom Hanks.
He won an Academy Award.
Absolutely.
How is this guy an actor?
Some of the parts that Eric, these people don't really come from the cream of society.
Right.
People who end up in witness protection. I mean, over the life of the show, there's been drug traffickers and diamond smugglers and counterfeiters and
he doesn't even understand. But he doesn't understand that.
Would he be a cross-dresser?
Will you be a cross-dressing pot farmer? Eric?
No.
No. All right.
Howard, I do understand what the show's about. I watched just about every episode.
But how do you describe yourself as an actor if you don't understand that no one thinks you would be a real cross-dresser?
Do you think those actors you're watching have actually committed their crime?
I've seen John Malkovich play a man in a woman's outfit. He's like one of these psychopaths.
Yeah, Tom Wilkinson.
Absolutely. I don't understand how you're an actor. I mean, what actor says he won't play? He's almost...
There's nothing Eric will play except a hero.
We actually do have an area that we're talking about that does take place in the world of drag queens.
Go ahead.
Believe it or not.
And what would Eric be required to do?
Well, it's possible that, he could be... We do have one of our WITSEC inspectors going undercover in a club. And, he could be in that club.
So Eric would be required to go undercover. Let's say he's on the show. He assists by going undercover. He's a federal agent.
He's a federal agent?
Right.
Wow. I don't think that's what he had in mind.
No. Eric goes undercover as... Is that what you're referring to?
No, I think he would be like a club member, like he's one of the people who hangs out in this club.
Oh, he agrees to wear like a wire or something?
Yeah, well, or that's a possibility, the wire, or he could just be actually in the club, part of that scene. Yeah. They could maybe interview him, ask him a question or two.
Right, in other words, he might even...
that they're looking for.
Right, like in other words, Mary or somebody walks in and goes, hey, what do you know about this? And
right.
Exactly.
I see.
An informant.
Very good.
Eric, would you play that?
No.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you ever hear of it? Here's a chance to go on.
This is an actor, and he wonders why you haven't gotten him more roles. He says no to most things.
John, what are you in your 5th season on this show?
Yeah, we will beginning season 5, yes.
Yeah, here is a hit show. Stars beautiful Mary McCormick, who played my wife in the movie. I mean, he won't play a cross-dresser.
Why won't you, Eric?
How could you be an actor and not play a cross-dresser? People would give their left arm who are actors to do that.
Why do you have the luxury of turning down every role when most actors have to take whatever there is?
Right.
Just don't feel like playing someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're not an actor. Do you understand that?
You can't pick and choose.
I feel that as an actor, if you take a role that you don't like, you're not going to perform well. And if you take a role you do like, you're going to give it all you got and do a good performance.
Would you play a white supremacist?
No.
How about a hitman?
Would you play a hitman?
I don't know how that would work. I mean,
You kill people.
I've never seen a hitman that's a little person in a wheelchair before.
That's what makes you unique.
Right. What a plot line. But you think little people don't kill people?
Hey, Eric, can I ask you a question? Considering all the things you said no to, what was it about the role that allowed your head to explode that you liked?
Well, that was kind of hit on me after I accepted it. I couldn't really back out.
Oh.
So you would have turned that down?
They came up with that after I had said yes.
Right, but I'm saying if you would have known in advance that your head was going to explode, would you have turned it down?
I don't know if I would or not.
How about, would you play a guy who lives in a cuckoo clock? I'm serious.
I don't see how that could even fit into that job.
Right. Well,
Con
John,
man?
would you play a con man? Someone who rips people off?
Yeah, I would go for that.
No. John, do you see him with many lines or just like one or two? I don't think he can handle more than two.
Yeah, I think we were in the neighborhood of 2 lines.
I handled more than 2 in the show Fringe.
Ideally, how many lines, Eric, would you feel comfortable with?
Yeah, weren't you complaining that you had too many lines? And too much?
We don't want to overwork you.
Yeah.
Well, to me, that was pretty much because that was my second acting gig. I didn't have much experience doing that, and I didn't know if I could handle a whole long bit of dialogue.
All right. So you're ready to do this. Do you really think I should help you with this, Eric? The way you talk about me and the way you boycott the show, do you think I should help you with this? Tell me why I should.
Well, it would be nice. It would help your karma go in reverse.
It would help my karma. My karma's shot.
Well, it may help it turn it around.
Would you ever go undercover on the show as a Thanksgiving turkey? Would you do that?
No.
No. All right. So, listen, John, you're a nice guy. John Strauss, executive producer of In Plain Sight. The guy's a super talented guy. Do you know he wrote the movie Something About Mary?
Really?
That's correct.
One of my favorites.
And you also wrote the incredibly huge phenomenon, which is the Santa Claus movies for Tim Allen. Is that correct?
That is correct.
There's a guy, Eric.
So this is a very talented man, Eric.
Right.
You going to go on the set and act professionally, or are you going to moan about everything?
I acted professionally on the 2 sets that I've been on so far.
Yeah. And John, you have something in mind for him.
Yeah, we have a few different things. I really just wanted to, to see what kind of latitude we have, and
not much.
Now you know.
Yeah, a little on the narrow side.
Why don't you write apart from a man who thinks he's an Ewok from the Star Wars movies?
Eric, are you good with that?
Would you play a guy who believes he's an Ewok?
I guess I'd go with that.
Okay.
You have to get into the costume.
You would dress up as an Ewok?
Well, those Ewok costumes, no one sees who's in them because they
Right.
Right.
That's correct.
cover the face and everything.
That's right. You would be an Ewok, but it would be you inside there pretending that you're an Ewok. All right.
I'd have to think about that.
All right.
All
All right, so in review, Hoarder, we're okay with.
You're okay with Hoarder?
Yes.
All right.
Con man.
Con man, where did we leave it on the cross-dressing bar?
No.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No?
You understand that doesn't make you a cross-dresser if you play one.
I know that.
Okay.
But why won't you do it?
Just something I don't feel like ever doing in my life for any reason.
Oh.
And Hitman, we thought was unusual, but that was a possibility.
Right, Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. John, it was a painful discussion, and yet we did learn a few things.
Good luck.
Moved a little ways down the field here.
John, I don't know why I must be out of my mind, but I'm going to sanction this. Eric has threatened me. He has told me he won't do the show anymore.
He's boycotted us,
He's boycotted the show. He sends me lists and lists of demands. There's no reason on earth why I should do this for him, but I'm going to yet once again because I'm a nice guy.
Well, I've enjoyed listening to Eric on the show, and I did hear the list, and we thought if we could do our part to...
and who knows, John, maybe Eric will even thank you for the opportunity.
I think he thanks other people. He just doesn't thank us.
Maybe he'll even thank me, but I'm not holding my breath. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. Eric, is it, we do shoot the show in Albuquerque.
Oh, good luck.
Mexico.
Good luck getting him there.
Go.
I can't go. I need my oxygen. I need a 5-star accommodation. I need. Are you going to be a pain in the ass on this, Eric?
I've never said anything about needing 5-star accommodation.
Okay. Perhaps that was an exaggeration.
But you're going to have a lot of demands. Can you get to Albuquerque?
Yeah, I mean, it will be a little difficult, but it could be worked out.
Howard, I think in the last one, did they have to rent you a van?
Yeah.
They had to get an SUV and a driver to drive from here to Vancouver and back.
Oh my God! Hey, John, you're a top television guy. They don't explain to Eric that they don't care. They hire an actor and the actor has to show up.
That's pretty much the way it works. I mean, we generally actually we will fly if we cast somebody from LA. We will the show will fly them to Albuquerque. So I imagine we can make some kind of arrangements.
Right.
If there needs to be a van.
You got to write him in as you got to let me in on the writing of this thing. I want him to be a guy who lives in a small town in the West. He gets elected sheriff, but he rides around on a Shetland pony. Would you play that, Eric? With a big cowboy hat? You'd play that, right?
That sounds ridiculous.
Oh.
No, it's what's ridiculous about it?
Any way to work that in, John, where he's on a Shetland pony and he has a 10-gallon hat on?
We have plenty of horses in New Mexico.
Right.
So
yeah.
we could make it work.
So
homeless person was one other, that was another area.
Would you play a homeless person, Eric?
It'd be the second time I've done that, so sure.
Sure, okay.
I think you're getting typecast.
Right. By the way, the show is called In Plain Sight. It stars Mary McCormick. John Strauss is the executive producer. I've got Eric on the phone with the executive producer of a TV show. Most actors would give
But you don't do that much for him.
I don't do anything for him. Will you admit that I'm a great guy? Repeat after me, Eric. Howard Stern is a great guy, and I love him for the opportunities he gets me.
Howard Stern is a great guy, and I love him for the opportunities that he gets me.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, thank you. Even if I put the words in your mouth.
Finally.
And I'm sure that, John Strauss, I want to thank you for even paying attention to Eric and his acting. And when can we expect to see this, if all things go well, John?
It's going to be a while. We start shooting again in January, so we'd probably be airing, in next March. So we've got some time to iron this out.
All right, good.
And I can certainly come back with some lists.
Yes, Eric.
Right. I figure that it would be a little while, given the fact that Mary McCormick's pregnant and probably going to be delivering soon.
That is correct.
Right. All right, Eric. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, John. And I'm going to keep a close eye on this situation. And if it happens, it'll be a miracle.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Eric, and thank you, John.
Thanks.
No problem.
Right. Bye-bye. Well, there's. By the way, Eric the Midget, congratulations on Peter Dinklage winning.
Is that like Eric winning?
I think Eric liked that. Am I right? You do like it.
But I don't like what you called me.
Oh, Eric the Midget.
After 9 years, you would And by now you would learn.
I thought you weren't calling us anymore.
I decided to call today because 9 years ago today was my first call.
Oh, it's our anniversary.
We're celebrating your anniversary of the show.
Right.
You don't call anymore.
How do you know that 9 years ago was your first call? Do you have a calendar of sorts?
No, you can find that information on the internet.
I see. So somebody alerted you to that?
It's on YouTube, it's on Wikipedia, it's on a lot of different websites.
Well, then, happy anniversary, Eric. I got a long, real quick on the Eric stuff because I got a lot to get to, and Tony Bennett is coming in, but I got a long, I won't even play it on the air. He wants me to play it on the air. A long tirade on our voicemail about Kelly Clarkson, and then I commented on her weight, and that I'm ugly, so why should I comment on the weight? And I'm the what makes people anorexic. Listen, Eric doesn't understand. First of all, I remember Eric took the IQ test. He had like an 88 IQ.
Yeah, he...
No, 90.
90, okay.
So I realized I'm arguing with a guy who's limited. But, listen...
I'm quite sure that was many, many points lower than my real IQ.
Well, regardless of that...
Within 3, how many people have you had with?
Well, 5.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Why is he so sure that it's lower than what it should be?
Because even the testers said that Eric was at a certain disadvantage because of his handicaps. That there were certain, I don't know, certain skills you needed physically.
Yeah, some of the things you had to physically do something, I guess.
Or it's hard to fill in with a pencil, the little dots.
Well, he also didn't... This is a live test, and there were some blocks and stuff you had to move around.
Is that what it was, Eric?
Well, there was one of them. I was doing pretty good on that till a certain point.
No. Anyway, Eric, congratulations. But Eric, what he didn't understand is I said this girl has turned into someone who appears, even in her appearance, not to care about show business. That, yes, a heavyset girl can make it in show business. It's not all about looks. But it would help. When you're a teeny bopper kind of appeal, you're supposed to have a certain look in show business. It helps. She appears not to care about her appearance.
But I don't think her appearance has anything to do with what's happening to her now.
No, it isn't. The hits are not coming. She decided to run her own career, and she ran it right into the ground.
She's got a CD coming out in about a month or 2.
No.
Well, let's hope that's the comeback.
But Eric left a 2-part voicemail berating me about Kelly Clarkson. Eric, I got to move along because I'm running slow, but good to hear from you, and happy
congratulations on your anniversary.
Right. Thank you.
Right.
All right.
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
Right. All right. Yeah, I mean, the voicemail was insufferably long. You have no idea. There's a couple of things going on. There was a PGA event. Someone got out of Baba Booey.
Oh, yeah?
PGA events are the perfect place to get out of Baba Booey because they whisper.
And they're very quiet, yeah.
Right. So this one came out pretty loud and clear.
And so now Sendon over at 16, a chance to tie Justin Rose with this birdie.
Roger, this is not that tough a putt, is it?
Well, it's a little over 25 feet.
I mean, I'm not saying he's supposed to make it, but...
Right. No, it's not an overly difficult putt.
Because they're all whispering in the Baba Booey.
Right, and you're definitely, the guy could have been about to take his swing. You're definitely not supposed to say something then.
I wasn't watching the Mayweather...
Yeah, but let's go to the phones because I see that Eric the actor is up. Eric the actor, welcome to the Intern Show. We haven't spoke to you in a while.
I've loved you on the Fringe.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
You're welcome. What's going on?
First of all, speaking of interns that screwed up.
Yeah.
Monday when I called in the female intern, I said who I was, and she said, "Oh, you got to call the 1-888-9 number." I'm like, I have not had to call that number, being a regular caller, since they got to Sirius. Why are you telling me I have to call it now?
What'd she say?
She said, "Oh, okay, and then I'll put you through." And then one of the male interns gets on and says, "Marianne?" I'm like, "No, not even."
So you've been having trouble with this recent group.
Right, and then the other reason why I was calling was because this here is the last time, other than old stuff and messages that got left on Shuey's voicemail today, and also this week on Will's voicemail. This is the last time you will hear me on any of these channels. I am sick of it. I have tried on September 28th to call in, got left on hold for 2 fucking hours. Tried last week, got left on hold. What the f is the point of me going back to this show if that butthole will not take one of my calls and put me on air?
This sounds familiar. This is an honor. This is a huge honor. If this is the final Eric the Midget.
I agree. I would love to hear Eric on Howard. He knows that. I love Eric on the show.
Yeah.
But if we were to be the last time that you were on the air, wow, what an honor it would be for me and the intern show.
It's a coup, Steve.
So I'm not going to say that we're certainly rooting for you to be on the air with Howard. We love it when you are, but if you are not, I mean, this is in the record books for me.
And if Howard thinks that he's going to get Johnny to get me to come back, that's not going to happen because I'm done with that idiot as well.
Fair enough. Let me. One of our interns has a question.
Well,
yes.
I just wanted to ask Eric, why did you choose this show to be your last show to call into?
Well, because there's no live show tomorrow because Howard's too lazy to work 4 days a week.
What's Worth Watching with John Hine and Jenny Hutt is on it too.
Right.
That's just a programming note more than anything.
And then I can't stand Mutt and the Superfan Round Table.
Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., Howard 101. Eric, before you go, in case this is, do you mind, we sometimes do this on the air and interns be quiet, do you mind giving me an ID, if you can just say this is Eric the Actor and you're listening to the Intern Show with Steve Brandano on Howard 101, just in case it is your last one?
Sure, no problem. This is Eric the Actor, and you're listening to the Intern Show with Steve Brandano.
On Howard 101.
On Howard 101.
Bank it. Maddie's got it. All right, Eric, we're rooting for you to be back on the air. We really are. But if this is your last time ever, thank you.
The only way that I will come back is if Howard apologizes to me for keeping me on hold when everybody seems to want me back.
All right, I would certainly pass that message along.
Thank you.
You got it. Hey, any last advice for the interns? You deal with them a lot. Any words of wisdom?
Realize who's on the call when you pick it up.
I get it. Recognize. All right, my man. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Eric. Yep.
No problem.
All right. Live long and prosper. Thank you. What an honor. Well, I mean, that would be amazing, right?
I feel the love. That was very cool.
Throwing people under the bus since 2005. This is Howard 100 News.
Don't make Eric the Midget Actor angry. Get out of his way, especially if you happen to be one of the most successful social media companies in recent history. It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
Howard 100 News. You need to know.
I wanted this to get out there, too, because there is a person with an identical twin Twitter account that is trying to be me.
Eric the Actor is frustrated with a little thing called Twitter. Eric has had problems in the past with Twitter and has decided to open a new account because of it. Well, the new account is open, and the problems are continuing.
This person opened an extremely new one within the last 24 hours or so ago, and he's tweeted to Jerry Borash and other people that I've tweeted to, trying to pass himself off as me, and just wanted to make sure that they realize that is not me, because he says some really stupid shit.
And we all know Eric would never do or say anything stupid. So, Eric, do you have a plan? How can we fix this?
One of the creators of Twitter did an interview on Howard a few months back, and after that he got Ronnie the limo driver's account verified. I would like to get a verification on my account where all these other fake idiots that have absolutely no life cannot do this anymore.
So you're saying Twitter, verify me or lose me.
Right.
If you listen very carefully, you can hear Twitter shaking in their boots. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Oh, Eric the Midget is on the phone. This is the greatest. You know, Eric is under this delusion that I have nothing but time when he calls in.
He's a big star.
Yeah, and he's been calling the back office over and over again saying, that's it, he's not calling in anymore.
Didn't he write us a couple of weeks ago and said that was it? He's really done.
Yeah, I try to explain to Eric that it's not that... Listen, I like Eric, and I like to take his call when I can. And I understand his frustration. Sometimes he's on the phone for 4 hours trying to get on.
But nobody keeps him on.
Right, he should just hang up if he has something to do.
But he doesn't have anything to do.
Right.
Poor thing.
Eric, hi.
Yes.
Did you hear what Robin and I were just saying? That you don't have to hang on the phone when you call. And you could try, and if you don't get on in 10 minutes, to hang up. It's so simple.
It would ease your frustration.
Of course.
I would do that if I didn't have anything to say.
No, but we are taking your call.
Right. In other words, take the attitude that, like, let's say you have something to say. And you say, I want to call into the Stern Show. And let's say we don't pick up after 10 minutes. You say, you know, okay, I gave it a shot. Didn't work.
Maybe I'll try later.
Right. What about that attitude? So simple, right?
That's reasonable.
What do you think?
Yeah, I guess, but I'm not under any delusion. I'm not a delusion. No person.
No, you are.
No, I'm not.
Do you ever listen to your own voicemail? It's insane. Here, wait, listen to this. Is Eric. Eric, listen like it's not you, okay? If you can. What was that noise? Did you just expire?
No.
Eric, listen to your own voicemail to me, and then comment, but pretend it's not you. Listen.
Hey, Gary. I'm leaving this message in hopes that maybe, unlike all the previous messages I left on Will's voicemail and also on my calls of the last month or so, that this message would not get ignored. And that I would receive a call in the morning during Wednesday's show. You know, I've been trying to be a part of this show for the last month. I have come back. Remember, back at the end of July, Johnny reluctantly got me to come back. I had no intention of coming back. I would still not have made one call.
Why does everything in your life have to be either or? You can
know
come
what's
back.
funny to me?
Yeah.
He reluctantly came back, and we won't even let him back.
Right. now he's screaming, why do you guys want me back?
I came back, and now you won't even pick up.
Eric, listen to me. I hate to tell you this. You're a caller to a show. So if you don't get through, don't get angry. Just hang up and go on with your day. This is crazy.
Try tomorrow.
Or don't.
If you really want to talk.
First of all, are you back on the show or not?
Yes, but not on a regular basis like I used to be.
Right, because a lot of times I get too busy.
And, Eric, we're only doing...
No, not only that. I'm not actually calling in on an everyday basis just like I used to.
Right, which is fine. Whenever
but, you know, we're doing fewer shows.
That's
and
right.
They're pretty jam-packed, these shows.
There's very little time for nonsense.
Maybe it wouldn't be jam-packed if you worked 4 days a week.
That's right, but I don't want to.
There's a thought.
By the way, all of December we will be on 4 days a week.
Maybe you'll get on.
Yeah, we might need you. All right, Eric, listen. I tell you what, I'm not going to keep you on too long, but a couple of weeks ago I did want to speak to you.
Oh, yeah, you had something.
Well, now I got something new for him because he blew it on this one. They were looking for a guy to manage the bunny ranch.
What?
Yeah, like to be the ambassador. So I had said to them, hey, what about Eric? He loves the bunny ranch. He'd have to relocate. I mean, I think he'd actually have to live there.
Oh, my God.
But he'd get laid every day. It was
Eric, you didn't get in touch with us?
Yeah, so I tried. Then it was at the point where he wasn't talking to us. So I said to Gary, no, tell him to call in. I got the perfect job. He didn't call in.
Wow.
And that's it.
Well, Gary never told me that.
Yeah, because Gary said Eric doesn't want to come on the air anymore. You see, so don't put that out there. Just kind of be a guy. When you can call in and you get through, you get through. And if you don't get all pissy.
Look at what you missed out on.
Acting like an angry woman. All right, forget that job. I got another one for you. You ready for this?
Okay.
All right, listen to this one. I get a call the other day. Someone says, is Eric really an actor? I said, yeah, he wants to act. So you know the girl who played my wife in the movie?
Yes.
Mary McCormick.
Right.
She's got her own show.
He knows that.
Yeah, I asked to be on it a couple months back.
All right, so guess what your hero, Howard, and please call me Hero.
You want a name change.
Yeah, I'm Howard the Hero. So listen to this, Eric. They wrote you a part.
Wow.
Just like this. We've been in touch with the guy. That's what we've been working on.
4 lines.
Yeah, you got 4 lines.
Should I tell him what he'd be playing?
Yeah, and by the way, tell him the guy who arranged all this and all that, too.
It's the guy who's a showrunner for the show In Plain Sight. It's the guy.
You know what his showrunner is?
I've heard of that position.
The position is he's the whole deal on the show.
He's like the producer, right?
He's everything.
He writes, he produces.
The producer blows him, okay? Ooh. Showrunner. You need a good showrunner.
He's the man in charge.
He's the man in charge, that's right. Go ahead.
It's a 4-line part where Eric will be playing the landlord of a building where a hoarder lives, and Eric complains to the hoarder about the mess.
Can you do that, Eric?
Can Eric complain?
Listen, you couldn't write a better part for this kid.
Is it a part you'll take?
Yes.
And then your head explodes.
Your head doesn't explode.
That sounds good to me.
How cool.
See?
And you call up yelling and screaming at people.
Then you're yelling and you're all worked up. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, I'm working for you. The only reason you're getting this chance is because I know Mary and I know the guys, and they're willing to put you on.
Right. You also know a lot of people that are involved in TV shows.
How about thank you before you start begging again?
Haven't heard one thank you.
Yeah, he's already about to tell you what you didn't do for him.
You haven't done enough.
Oh, my God.
Eric, I don't do this for anybody.
Excuse me for bypassing that thank you.
You're welcome.
Was that a thank you?
No, he hasn't done it yet.
He said, forgive me for bypassing.
So he still never thanked you.
Excuse me, but he hasn't thanked you.
But I do forgive you for bypassing the thank you.
Now.
Thank you for that.
All right. You're welcome, Eric.
Beat it out of him.
Yeah. Now, when is Eric required to go to work? I mean, I know they got to deal with him.
Well, the guy said, he wanted to know what to do next.
I see. So, Eric, what is the best way? Is Johnny still your manager?
Is there a contact person?
Well, I believe I will give him a second, well, I don't know, it's maybe more than second chance to deal with this. And, this will smooth things over between Johnny and I if he gets this done.
All right, so Johnny and you have not been speaking?
Really?
Not really.
And so you will call Johnny and say, Johnny, will you handle this particular job for me?
Yeah, hopefully he's awake now listening to this.
I see.
Of course, who knows, he's probably out on Ambien at the moment.
All right, so Eric, now
Eric has management
how
problems.
How would you like us to proceed?
Well, if you could have Will email contact information to Johnny, and then Johnny could talk to this person.
I'll tell you what. How about we email you the contact information and you get in touch with this guy, or Johnny get in touch with him?
I'll send it to you right now.
Yeah, because we don't even know if Johnny will take your calls.
Right.
We have no idea about this.
Yeah, Johnny might have had it with you.
Right.
You are a bit of a pain in the ass.
I don't feel that way.
Well, you haven't been on the dealing end with you.
And by the way, this isn't carved in stone in any way because I said to the guy, I think they shoot in Arizona.
Right.
And I said to the guy, I said, listen,
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Right.
I said, you have to understand, with Eric, it's not easy to get him from A to B. It's this whole
Right,
thing.
there's always logistical problems.
He said, we'll do our very best.
Wow.
So there is stuff to be worked out here.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of opportunity for this to go wrong.
You got to rent a van. You got to hire a driver.
Yeah, or will he fly?
You got to pay his credit card bills.
What about the oxygen tank?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Should we get an ambulance?
Yeah. So, what is the name of the show? I forget.
In Plain Sight.
In Plain Sight.